Okay, so welcome to Rise to Greatness. This is Emmanuel, and today I want to show you how to scale up from $10 to $500. This is for educational purposes. It's not a financial advice. But first, note that the aim is for you, if you have a small capital, to be able to grow your small capital from $10 to $500 within a 1 to 3 months. This is a plan for 1 to 3 months. So why do I say 1 to 3 months? Within a month, there are 20 to 25 trading days, Monday to Friday. Remember, the FX, the financial market, foreign exchange market, is opened 24/5. That is 24 hours of the day for 5 days. So it's open from Monday to Friday. So in a 30-day month, you most likely we have about 20 days of trading. Okay, so we are looking at achieving these within a month to 3 month plan. So if it's done within a month, fine, which will be perfect. And if it's actually achieved within 3 months, it's also a great plan, because that is more than 500%. Yeah, more than 500%. Yeah, and, yeah, more than 500% increase or profit within 3 months, which is huge. Okay, so let's look at the first plan. So the first plan is starting out with an equity of $10. As we can see here, we have a $10 equity with a $10 plan, conservatively trading a non-volatile pair like GU, that's a GBP USD. So you have a $10, and of course you cannot. The ideal risk for trading, the minimum ideal conservative risk will be a 1%, but for a $10, we both know that the minimum lot is a micro lot, which is 0.001, and that is risking $1 if you are using 10 pips of SL, and that is already the minimum, which is a 10%, a 10% of the $10 account. So the plan goes with the 10% of your $10 account, which means that you can only make 10 trades. Okay, so we have 10 trades. So we are looking at an optimistic view where you have at least a 50% win rate, which means that you should be able to make 10 to 20 trades. That is, but provided you do not have 10 losses back to back. Okay, so look at it this way. So for this 10%, which is raised to $1, you will have a risk to reward to be 1 to 3, as you can see here. The 1 to 3 risk to reward, which gives us $3 for every successful trade. So our mathematics now says we have 10 profitable trades. 10 profitable trades will give us $30, and I have 10 bad, that is 10 bad trades will give us -10. So if you have, let's say, almost back to back or in between, or you have 10 good trades, you are able to have in total overall within a month, you have a total of $30 in profit and $10 -$10 in losses, which makes our profit to be $20. So we have a balance of $30, right? So we're still in profit. So let's go on. If we are using a volatile pair, which is for instance XAU USD gold, so we're still staying with the risk, the 10% risk, which is $1 on $10 equity. But for gold, the difference is that we're going to be looking at 1 to 10 RR. 1 to 10 our risk to reward will be 1 to 10. It just means that rather than waiting for 30 pips that we went for in TP, in GU, on gold, we are going to be looking for a sniper entry where we're able to use a 10 pips SL and risk $1 and a TP of 100 pips. If we are at the opening of sessions, we know that gold most times will do in a ranging market at a minimum of 100 to 200 pips within a session, and sometimes within a day. It can be more, but then we are looking for 10 pips, 100 pips on gold for every $1 risked, and for 10 successful trades, we are going to have $100, and for 10 bad trades, we are going to have, if we are going to be sticking to the rule, if we stuck to our rule, we are having minus $10. So we have a total profit of $90 and a balance of $800. So we can see as this scaled from $10 to $30, this particular pair helped us scale to $100. Okay, now let's now go to the next plan, the next part of the next phase of this plan. Now coming to the next phase of this plan, we have the step one. Our equity is now $100, provided we went through the route of XAUSD. If we went through the route of GU, we might have to do that for a couple of days, probably a couple of weeks, or perhaps for a month to get to $100. But if we are using XAUSD within a month, we would, or a month or two, will get to $100 in equity. And for this equity $100 now, we can now risk more. But now we are not risking 10% at this point, because we have a slightly bigger equity compared to what we had before. And now we are not risking 10%. Yeah, we can risk 10% in some other plan, but for this plan, we are now risking 5%, which is $5, right? And we are now looking for, or GU will always do for 1 to 3 RR, because we are sure that GU will do 20 to 30 pips, sometimes 50 pips. But what we are looking at is for every one risk, we are looking for 3 RR. So for $5 risk, we have $15, and for 10 trades, and note that this plan follows a 1 trade per day. Of course, you can tweak this, but we are looking at a trade per day. So we have 10 trades times $15 in profit. So we have $150 profit, and for 10 bad trades, we have $5 times 10, which is minus $50. So our profit will be $100, and we have a total balance of $200. So we see that these conservatively, in a way, or more conservative of the two, has been able to scale to $200 from $100, right? So the step 2, or step B, will be, rather than go for 1 to 3, that's a trick of the step 1, we could just say, still trading GU, we could still risk in 5%, which is $5. We can go for 1 to 4 RR, since we know that GU most times will do 1 to 3, 1 to 5, or 30 pips, 40, 50 pips. But then this has to be a ranging market, and we have to have an early entry, sniper entry, early entry in the session. So it means that for each successful trade at TP, we have $20, and 10 good trades means we have $200, right? And while our 10 bad trades, because we are trying to look at the 50% win rate for the month, so on the 10 poor trades or bad trades at each stop loss should give us 40, yeah, that is it, should give us $40. Where is it now? Okay, this is it. So 10 bad trades, 10 bad trades minus 50, right? Minus 5. So 10 times minus 5, that's minus $50. So we'll have our profit running into, brought down to $150, and our balance will be $250. So we have been able to scale our current equity of $100 to $250. But the different approach using a more volatile pair like the XAUSD will be, we are still risking our 5%, which is $5, but we are, remember, still looking for 1 to 10 RR, 100 pips on gold. So for 10 good trades, we'll have $5 risk in TP times 100 pips, which is $5 times 10, right? Excuse me. $5 times 10, which will be $50 per trade, and for 10 trading days will be $500, and for 10 bad trades will be minus $5 times 10. Okay, minus $5. You can see minus $5 times 10, which is minus $50. So from here we have our profit coming down to our profit will actually be $450, while our profit will be $550, while our 450 rather, while our total balance will now be $550. So we can see now that we started off from a $10 account, trading G or gold, and then we scaled to 100, and from 100 we were able to conveniently scale up to $550. Okay, so at this point you have different options where you could just you could withdraw, or you could just go on to the alternate plan, which I said this alternate plan could have been activated actually, or an alternative to this will have been for you at $100 to split that into two, the $100 into two. You could just buy prop firm of $22, like Maven, Funding Peeps, Fundednext of $32, or some other ones. This is not a validation for any prop firm, because no prop firm is sponsoring this, but I'm just saying you could choose some of the $5,000 accounts and pass them and get some payouts from the $50 that has been scaled to, while you now go on to use the other $50 to scale up to the same plan we already shared, scale up to 50 to $100 or to $500 using any of the approach. So from there, I hope you can see that this is about fixed risk, even though we add some conservative and some high risk percentage based on the smaller equity or amount that we have. But then the goal was still to be consistent with the fixed risk and the number of trades, and you could choose to follow the plan. So if you are interested, I can send you the screenshots. Yeah, you can just chat me on the pinned WhatsApp number in there. So thank you, everyone. Kindly subscribe if you're watching for the first time, if you've not subscribed before, and do share also with your group. If you have a group, a community of people who have small capital, this can help them scale. I have personally tried this, and I stopped on this level using XAUSD. I was able to scale to 35 to $50. So I'm still on the level, on the way to scale it to 100. But then once I scale to 100, I would then go on to 500, while also in between activating the prop plan. But then I'm doing that personally, and I hope to do some other subsequent ones on the YouTube channel. Okay, I will do some subsequent ones on the YouTube channel. So thank you for watching. Bye.